Battle City Tournament is today, Phoenix. Good morning, Phoenix. Have you made your deck? Hey, my new deck is something special. Bada boom. It took me all night, but it's the best ever. Phoenix, did you put together a good deck? Nah. Huh? You kidding me? Better get it together. There's still time. Make it stronger as you battle. Okay, let's get going. Don't want to be late. Hey everyone, it's CurlyHairedHero, and this is Yu-Gi-Oh! The Secret Cards. This is sort of a bit of a different venture into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series of games on the Game Boy Advance, because the rules are a lot different, and it's also not sort of arcadic or arcade-like like the other couple of games that I've played, Eternal Duel of Soul and Stairway to Destined Duel, because it's a bit more, or not a bit, it's a lot more story focused. But anyways, we're also an original character here. We're not, or I guess we were never really a character, but we're not a faceless character. We can actually see our character in game, which is actually pretty nice. Hey, look at that! Everyone's here already. Heh, look at all the tough duelists. Wow, this is exciting. Fellow duelist, welcome to Battle City. Let me explain the tournament rules. The tournament takes place throughout Domino City, wherever duelists meet in the city. That shall be where the duels take place. Duelists may play using only their own decks. The loser must turn over one rare card to the victor. 8 winning duelists will enter the final round. The final stage is hidden somewhere in town. Each of you duelists has received a locator card. You must defeat others and get their locator cards. When you have gathered 6 locator cards, you will have the map to the final duel stage. You may duel with these puzzle cards at stake. In other words, only those who win duels and obtain the 6 locator cards will earn the right to get up on stage for the finals. The tournament commences at 9 AM sharp. Now, fellow duelists, scatter throughout Battle City. So this part of the game is a little bit annoying. I gotta go ahead and just go around and just talk to random people, pretty much literally everyone, so that we can progress the plot and the fucking tournament actually starts. So we have Yugi and Joey going around along their way. They're our buddies, actually. Well, actually, no, it's not talk to everyone. You have to try and duel everyone. So you go up to everyone and you press R to try and duel them, and he's like, oh no, fuck off. And then that triggers, you doing something good. I believe you have to do it for every single person, period, even these random sort of like non-story NPCs. You have to do that for them. But I mean, it might be wrong. Yeah, we see here we have Dinosaur Ruzaku, or what's his name? Rex Raptor. So yeah, he's like, oh, whatever, fuck off. He's actually the last one. He's really weird, because after I talk to everyone, I have to come back and talk to Rex. There we go. Hey, it started. Okay, let's go. And then everyone has to go in and throw their one-liners. Yes, 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 you're all cool and you're gonna win, etc. So let's go ahead and get started with this. So we can go ahead and see what it is exactly that I'm talking about. So we'll do this punk here. Alright, let's have a match. So first things first, you have to play with anti-rules. I mean, you don't have to, but you might as well, because you'll end up getting a card if you win. Anti-rules just means you have to bet one of your cards against one of your opponent's cards, and whoever wins gets to keep both cards. I always like using the best cards that I possibly have, just so that I can sort of possibly get the best card. But I don't think it really matters what you bet. So yeah. The reason why this game is different is obviously, there's a different engine, finally. It's not the same engine from Eternal Duel of Soul and whatnot. But also this game has really stupid rules. One of these stupid rules is, for example, let's say it's my turn, right? You see this monster here? I can go ahead and sacrifice him. Just for the sake of it. Like, not even because I wanted to or anything like that. I could just do that, which is really stupid. But obviously, I ended up losing that monster, and also trap cards activate on themselves. So go ahead and got rid of his monsters, but now he has the Amimba there. Everyone has really shitty cards. Everyone starts with literally the bottom of the barrel. You thought, you know, Eternal Duelist Soul or what was the other shit I played? Stairway to the Destined Duel was bad if we started off with shit. This is the bottom of the bottom. Like, my strongest cards that aren't tribute monsters are probably, you know, 700, 900 attack. This is like Duel Links levels of bottom. Fuck, did not mean to do that. Alright, whatever. We got here, shitty card. It gives us 200 LP, which is great. You also don't see like anything that indicates anything. You gotta like press this to see your opponent's hand. If you want to see your life points, I believe you gotta, nope, you just press B. There you go. You can see your life points and the deck and whatnot. It's very bare bones, which is, you know, not horrible considering, like I said, this is a lot more story based. But the main thing that you really need to focus from this game is the fact that the rules are different. Like, for example, this monster here has an effect. When I activate its effect is just active. I can't activate its effect ever again, usually. Some cards are a bit different. Most of the time you can't activate effects, right? And then once it uses its effect, it's done. Once you sacrifice it, I mean, I guess not really so much sacrifice it. Once you place it in defense mode, once you attack with it, once you use its effect, the card is, you know, unable to be used for that turn. And then the other thing, I mean, aside from the fact that you can just sacrifice things whenever the fuck you feel like it, you can also just discard shit whenever the fuck you feel like it, which is pretty interesting. But aside from that, there's also a lot of cards that have a lot of different effects. Like Duran here, he doesn't have an effect in actual Yu-Gi-Oh, but here he can actually clone himself and split himself onto the field if there's space. And you can see here, I can't use her effect again. So you gotta kind of change things up how you play. Usually, well, Witch's Apprentice, you'd kind of just have her on the field and she'll just passively boost all of your dark type monsters. But here you gotta kind of play her last and then boost up everyone. So it's, you know, it has a different level of, I guess, strategy. I guess we'll tribute this guy and we'll summon this shitty ass sandstone monster. One of the other things that you gotta focus in this game is, which hasn't come up shockingly, is that you see that all these monsters, they have like little attributes here. These aren't the normal attributes of, you know, light, dark, fire, water, earth, and wind that you see in the actual Yu-Gi-Oh games. These are their own attributes. So you have, he's a warrior type, but he's also an aqua type. She's a spellcaster, but she's also a shadow type. He's alright, so far I've gotten cards that are just of the basic type, but here we go, there's a forest type. And the reason why that's even important is because there's type advantages in this game. So it has a little bit of Pokemon thrown in there. So I don't really know the matchups, but for example, if you have a water type or an aqua type, and your opponent has an electric type, the electric type automatically wins. The attack points do not matter. Oh wow, that's a decent card. Attack points do not matter if you have the type advantage. So if you play Blue Eyes, it doesn't matter because I can just have a monster with like 200 attack, and if it's a better type than yours, you're dead. The other thing here is you notice that this card has a cost of 25. That's because in order to use cards in your deck, you actually have to what's the word? Check out your deck capacity. I have a deck capacity of 1605 right now. It increases the more duels you win. I'm gonna get rid of this garbage. But obviously you can't add all of the really extremely awesome cards and just slap them in your deck. You actually gotta level up to be able to use any other good cards. On top of having dual capacity, or deck capacity I should say, you also have something else which is called, let's see, what do they call it? How do I search again? There we go. There's the cost, and then there's also, not the stars, I forgot what it's called. I'm gonna have to just go to a random card. Oh, here you go, this is perfect. So you can see here, my duelist level is too low. So not only do I need to have a certain amount of cards in my deck, or rather I have to have less, the total number of points that my cards Some two have to be less than my deck capacity, but I also have to be a high enough level to even use these cards. And you'll see here my level right now is level 73. So I can only use cards of level 73 and lower. So, yeah. The rules are drastically different in this game, quite honestly. There's not really too much else that I want to do in this episode. I just wanted to go around, duel a couple of guys. I don't think I can duel a dinosaur yet. I mean, I'll try it. I don't think I'll be able to. What, you want to challenge me at your wimpy level? I don't have time for that. Some other time, yeah. I figured. So let's challenge this weird looking guy here. Okay, here goes. We're gonna go ahead and ante up this dinosaur here. And then basically, this is gonna amount to a lot of grinding. Which is why I didn't really want to play this game. This card is complete garbage. Why would they give me this card? Look at this. It doesn't even have her effect. So she's literally just has 0 attack. The only good thing is that, you know, she's a light monster, so I believe if against shadow type monsters, she'll be good. I'll just fucking throw her out there. Like, what does it matter? Wow. See what I mean? So that guy just died because he attacked my defense position monster. So you just gotta kind of keep shit like this in mind when you play this game, which is fine because the only reason I really like this game is the only real redeeming feature, I would say. Aside from that, it's story heavy. That's pretty cool. It's a nice change of pace since all the other ones, like I said, were pretty archaic. Aside from the fact that it's heavily story based, is that it has different rules, but it also changes a lot of cards effects and how cards are used. So for example, a lot of those shitty fusion types, or not fusion types, fusion cards that you never really would have used in a regular duel otherwise, just because, you know, who the fuck is gonna head and summon Fusionist, or, you know, actually go out of their way to summon the Flame Swordsman, you know? You can actually use the Flame Swordsman as a normal card in this game, which is really awesome, because there's a lot of those cards, the fusion cards, that have really cool card arts, but you can't really use them because, you know, they're shit. And you gotta somehow magically have the right cards to summon them, and they're not even worth it in the end. You're gonna go -4 or something like that, just to get out one card, and it's really not that big of a deal when you can just, you know, have, I don't know, any other card that has 1800 attack. You know what I mean? But, yeah. That's why there's a lot of random cards in this game that I really like. That you'll see me end up using eventually, but it's just because, you know, I really like the card art, and I could only really use it in this game. So that's why this game is a lot of fun. You can see my deck capacity increased by 5, and I got some cash which you can use to buy some cards. Got a shitty ass card. Hey, what do you say? You didn't say you were that song. Which we can actually go ahead and use over down here in Yugi's grandpa's game shop. Unfortunately, I don't remember what it is that you need to do in order to actually buy cards from him. But he did say we can go save, and then we can also go here, see the dog. I think in the sequel, you can actually duel the dog. But let's go ahead and duel Tristan here. The only good thing about Tristan is I believe you can duel him consecutively. So like a lot of the duelists that you'll see in the game, I'm only going to end up dueling them once, because you can only duel them once. But Tristan, I believe you can just duel him as many times as you want, which is nice. Because you can go ahead and grind up. Which, as I said, is something I'm going to have to do a lot in this game. I'm obviously going to do that off screen, because there's no point in me just doing all these meaningless duels on screen so often. The only thing is that I really want to hurry up and try and get better cards. I'm not going to cheat this time, I'm not going to use cheat codes, but I am going to try and grind up a lot just to get at least usable cards, so that it's not literally just me doing, you know, vanilla beatdown for like 10 episodes. You know, I'm going to try and avoid that. Try at the very least to show a lot of the cool random cards that are in this game only. Or at least that are, not so much that are only in this game, but are effective in this game, or that are different in this game. I'll go ahead and try and do that. Like, I really like this kind of idea, because like this card, for example, Morphogen, I would never in a million fucking years ever use this card, because it's a level 5 and it's only 1500 attack. But in this game, that's a great card to throw out there, because your opponent's not going to be able to fucking beat that. At no point. The only way they would be able to beat that is if they get a stronger, you know, type advantage from it. but that's literally it. So it really changes up how Yu-Gi-Oh is, which is interesting saying now because a lot of people have dropped out because it's gotten so repetitive and so expensive for one other thing. Ooh, Monstrous Bird. Nice, that's a pretty strong card. Hey, let's do it again. I look forward to a rematch with you. Let's go ahead and actually add Monstrous Bird. We will get rid of Zone Eater, that's garbage. Yeah, slowly but surely we're going ahead and we're maxing out our cards. Let's see, where is Monstrous Bird? I'm gonna end up having a lot of... Oh, there we go. Oh, my duel level is too low? Oh my god. Great. So I gotta go ahead and add a card, so I'll fucking add Starborn. But yeah, I think that'll just do it for this episode. I'll go ahead and go to my computer here just so I can save the game. I think the first time I actually played this game, I never knew that you can save. So I had to like pretty much just do it all in one day, which was a lot of fun anyways. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sacred Cards. Stay fresh.